a Taurus new moon, and if you can feel the energy shift, I won't be surprised, because I'm feeling like things have really just slowed down. That very grounded Taurian energy of take your time, wait and see. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at this morning. So I hope you're all doing well out there. And yeah, so let's get into this, shall we? Let's get into this. I did not do a new moon pick a card. I actually forgot to do the weekend pick a card in my group. So I'm going to just apologize all over the place. This energy has really kind of thrown me off, to be honest with you. I think that coming out of I want to say Aries energy, because I feel like Aries was doing something. Again, I'm not an astrologer. Please find your astrologer. But yeah, I feel like there's been a real shift. And so I want to pull an overarching card. I actually think I'm going to pull a fairy forest card by Lady Lucy Cavendish. Yeah, this is sitting out here. So let's see what the fairies have to say on this Monday morning to get us started. What is maybe the first message that Spirit wants to bring through? So I am Melissa L. Watkins, evidential medium, spiritual life coach, master instructor with integrated energy therapy. How are you all today? All right, let's see what we got. Welcome. Okay, so I'm hoping the person who commented the shocked emoji will join us and let us know what that is all about. So what's going on? So good morning. The Fairy Norn, planning, patience, cooperation. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling with this Taurus energy. Planning, patience, cooperation. Yeah, I feel like slowing down. Not slowing down because things are going too fast, but almost slowing down to take your time, to connect into the higher dimensions, to receive the information from your higher self, to help you go in the right direction. Because what I'm seeing here is this unicorn coming through. So I feel like support is coming through. And sometimes we have to sit down and we have to get quiet so that we can know, feel, see, hear the support that is coming through. And I feel like the support is coming from the higher dimensions because it's time to plan. It's time to plan your next step. It's time to plan your next move. It's time to not rush towards anything or do anything off the cuff. I feel like this is more taking very intentional steps. And sometimes we can't take those intentional steps until we know what they are. And I feel like they are maybe unknown to you at this time. And how do we get to the knowingness? How do we get to the understanding? And that's where the planning comes from. It is time to be careful, precise, and considerate about what you do and what you say. It's time to share wisely, to look around very carefully, and to consider what patterns in your life will be going forward. It is time to do small and very precise things each day that will increase the stability in your world. It is time for the small, the everyday to be cared for, observed, and known, and for all those loose ends of life to be tidied up neatly one by one. There's a clutter in some chaos about you. There's no blame in that. The Fairy Norn knows. For all lives when we lived hold such things. But your job now is to begin to tidy up your life, to shape it, to make it into a form that is more contained, more organized, and somehow for all of this control, more free. For when you introduce the order, the chaos can no longer eat away at precious reserves of time. Emotions are not squandered in the petty dramas that humans love to dally with, and you know what must be done carefully, precisely, and with clear intent to bring the next shape into your life. Do this and watch your fate simultaneously reveal and transform itself. So, where's the chaos? Where's the chaos? Is the chaos within you? Is the chaos in a situation? Or is the chaos around you? And where can you start to be more intentional so that the chaos isn't what is running the show? So let's pull some more cards. I'm going to use the Lunar Tarot by Jane Wallace. Oh, awesome, Cynthia. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, Delia. Good morning, everyone. Oh, okay. So those two are coming out. That one's coming out. That one's coming out. And, oh, I love it. 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 Because when, okay, so we're going to take the one on the bottom of the deck too. Oh, and that one too. Okay, so two more. All right. So, so we have a message and then we have some advice. All right. So, good morning, Mariana. The King of Cups, emotional balance. So for some of you, this is a very internal struggle, the chaos that's within you. Very internal struggle. And so the King of Cups is coming in to help you to get more grounded and more settled. And maybe help you with emotional balance, like help you to realize you need emotional balance, and also allowing you the time and space in which to do that. When we're in chaos, when maybe we're in survival mode, when things are beyond our control, especially if they're involving other people, right? We can only control ourselves and our response, but we can't control the other people. And the other people who may be hurting you, they may be letting you down. They may be unsupportive. Maybe they're abusive, right? And that is definitely going to create chaos in your life. But this King of Cups is coming in to help you. Good morning, Tracy. Good morning, Maggie. Coming in to help you to know that you can create emotional balance, and it's time. So it's a situation where you may have to restrict those people around you who are creating this emotional chaos, this imbalance. So putting up your boundaries, maybe giving them a good dose of letting alone, where you don't pick up the phone, you don't jump to their need. A time where you really are allowing yourself to step back, because sometimes people can't value you if you're not valuing yourself. And if you're giving from an empty cup, or you keep giving in the same way and they keep taking in the same way, and that's the definition of chaos, right? You keep doing the same thing expecting a different result and you don't receive it. And so I'm feeling like it's really important for you to either put up the boundary or give them a good dose of letting alone, but really looking at who in my life is around my table that they're not showing up. They're not showing up supportive. They're not showing up pleasant. They're not showing up willing. You know, you can have a falling out with someone. You can have a disagreement. You can have a hurt. But if they're not showing up to kind of help resolve that situation, then they're just wanting you to be the one to set it aside or keep taking the crap. And that's not this energy. So this is going to be a time of making a decision. Making a decision for yourself. Do you put the boundary up? Do you walk away? Or do you keep taking it? Because the Fairy Norn is coming in to say, it's time to come into this patience and planning and cooperation. And that's just it. If the people around you aren't cooperating, right? They're not willing to hear you. They're not willing to make the change. They're not willing to address their own stuff. Maybe they're not self-aware to even know what their own stuff is. That's on them. That's not on you. And sometimes you pulling your energy out of their situation actually forces them to kind of look around and go, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What am I doing? What am I not doing? Why is this person not being there for me? Why are they pulling their energy away from me? Why are they not taking my phone call? Sometimes we have to stand people up. We have to help them reveal what the underlying issue is, because sometimes it's not that top issue. Sometimes it's not about the bill that didn't get paid, right? It's more about the lack of respect that's been going on forever, right? So I feel like something's going to be revealed to really kind of help each party in the situation to take a step forward in a positive way. But are you willing to do the hard work, right? So this is very collaborative energy where the revelation, hello, good morning, Presh. The revelation can bring you back to collaboration and cooperation, into harmony. But you're going to have to make the decision. You're going to have to make the decision on how to help the situation by maybe stepping back, by maybe making that hard decision. Maybe you got to bring an outside party in to help. Maybe you've got to go to an outside party for support. Maybe you have to be a little vulnerable so that you can reveal what's been going on inside of you, what you've been feeling. Because this collaboration is what it's all about. It's about coming together. It's about being able to have even exchange, balanced exchange, ideas back and forth. Sharing the responsibilities, sharing the love. But you can't do that if you've got one person always carrying the load. And I feel like this is what this emotional balance is all about for you. It's helping you to find that balance of what is too heavy for me? What am I not deserving? Especially if you've got a situation where people or a person is trying to point the finger at you or put all the blame on you. I feel like this energy is saying, you're kind of done being the whipping boy. You're kind of done being the person who isn't receiving, the person who isn't being respected, the person who isn't being valued. And it's through this force of nature that you have to become in your own life. Standing up for yourself, going after what you want. Because it's time. It's time to go after what you want. It's time for you to take on the role that you want to take on, to have the things you want to have. It's time for the sun to come out and you to achieve the success that you truly, truly want. Whether it's in a relationship, in career, with this person, with this situation, there can be success. There can be a coming together. There can be we can weather the storm. We can break free. But we've got to get really clear and vulnerable to reveal what it is that's keeping us from being able to move forward, together or alone. But you've got to make the decision, and that's what the Two of Wands is all about. In this energy, you're being brought to making a decision. It's almost like for some of you, this situation's been going on for so long. It's like, okay, I'm over it. I'm over putting up with this. I'm over going through this. I'm over this situation. I'm just over feeling this way. I'm ready to move on. Let's get some advice. Okay, those cards really wanted to be shuffled. They literally just fell. Hi, Shelly. Good morning. I got a couple here. Oh, I got a couple. Oh, yes, I definitely do. Okay, we're going to start with this end. Yeah, because it's part of the sacred plan. It's part of the sacred plan that you honor your feelings. You honor who you are, especially if the people around you are not honoring you for who you are. The gifts and talents that you bring to the table, your intuitive knowingness, your willing to help, your resources, whatever it is. The sacred plan is that you also have your divine purpose. You also have your authenticity, that you get to express who you are. And those people who are not honoring that, right? It's like step up or step off. And I feel like that's what this energy is, because it's time for you to have joy and contentment in a way that you've not been able to have in this situation. You deserve it. You're valuable. What you bring to the table is needed. And I think for sometimes when what you're bringing to the table is needed and the other person's afraid of losing it, they don't treat it well. It's almost like that abandonment imprint of, well, I'm going to lose it anyway, or it's always left me anyway, so let me push it away. And I feel like that's what's keeping a lot of you from this joy and contentment, is this feeling of, I'm just going to push it away because it never works out for me anyway. I don't get it anyway. Right? So whether that's abandonment or victimization, you can only address that within yourself. But for many of you who are doing that addressing or will be doing that addressing those emotions, like, you're the model. And when you're doing your self-healing, those people who truly are connected to you, love you, they're going to get pulled along. And for some, they're going to embrace the change and want to be a part of the change. And for others, it will be too much and they have to step away. But it is time to continue to do the work. Don't let that keep you from doing your work. It's valuable because of your sacred plan. So keep doing the work because you have a sacred commitment to your divinity, your sovereignty, who you came here to be. And when you're honoring yourself, that's when you come into the blessings and abundance. That's when you come into the blessings and abundance, when you're honoring yourself, when you're being honest with yourself, when you're being vulnerable with yourself and the people around you who honor you. Be discerning. If they're not people who honor you, then of course you don't want to be vulnerable with them. But those are the people that you probably do want to give a good dose of letting alone, or a real line in the sand boundary. Because it's only through that you can get to the joy and contentment and the blessings and abundance. Because that is the sacred plan for all of us, each and every one of us, to have that. To have that. But if you keep putting yourself in the background, if you keep taking somebody's BS, you're just allowing that in your life. And remember, what you put out, the energy you put out is the energy you get back. Is it time to change your energy? Is it time for you to say, I can't do this anymore? I want to collaborate with people who value me. I want to be a part of a situation that I can grow in love in. I don't want to be with people who are going to continue to berate me and abuse me and negate me and disrespect me. I have something to offer. I am valuable. And if you're struggling with believing that, then that's why it's so important that you continue to honor yourself by doing your work, however that looks. However that looks. For everybody, it looks differently. But are you putting the support you need in place? So let's grab some support. Let's see who wants to come in energetically. Who wants to come in spiritually? Who is going to be on you, on this journey with you? Faith. Moving mountains, trust in your ability to create miracles. The impossible is becoming possible. Yep. Call on Archangel Faith. You can create miracles. Faith will help you do that. Miracles in your own life. The miracle of someone getting it, valuing you, and loving you, apologizing to you, forgiving you. Good morning, Shelley. Yes, Prush, I agree. It has to be done. So surrender. Walk through the faith. Walk through the faith, asking faith to be there with you. Walk in faith. Walk in faith. Because it is time for you to move a mountain in your own life. And I feel like for many of you, it's that mountain that's been in your way. Thank you, Cynthia. So, okay. I think we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here today. Good morning. Happy Monday. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your week. Yeah. The energy has shifted. Where can you honor yourself? Where can you love yourself? Where can you set that line in the sand boundary for those who are really not getting it, who haven't been getting it? And it's not because they don't get it. It's because they don't want to get it. They don't want to make a change. You've been making their life so super simple. You've been so beneficial. Why would they want to make a change? That's why it's going to be important for you to draw the line in the sand or give them a good dose of letting alone. It's the only way they're going to make a change. People only change when things get hard. People don't change when things are good and easy. They only make the change when things are hard. So unfortunately, and it's going to go against your nature to make things hard for someone. It's going to totally go against your nature. But on the other side of that is the connection. On the other side of that is the cooperation. On the other side of that is the love. On the other side of that is the ability to then manifest the joy and contentment and the abundance and blessings that you've been truly, truly desiring and wanting. And it's been elusive. It's been so elusive. It's been right there. You just can't grab onto it because you're still trying to pull someone along who they don't value it. They don't value it. You're welcome, Tracy. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and we will talk soon. Bye, guys.